Hello, bienvenue, welcome back. I'm going to be honest, this isn't the video I was expecting to make. It wasn't the video that I planned to make, but I'm trying to take it easy today because I honestly think that my cramps are trying to kill me this month. And I can't take any anti-inflammatories because it mixes with my medication and just does all sorts of awful and horrible things. And pain pills in general just don't really do anything for me as it is, and I'd probably end up trying to OD if I just kept popping them because honestly I'm just as in much pain as I was before. I thought I'd do a little update on life. That seemed a pretty chill thing to do. Some of you may know that I have recently started streaming. I'm mostly focusing on fandom games. So the game that I just finished playing on stream a few times is the Young Justice Legacy game. And if you're a fan of Young Justice, honestly you will really enjoy the story of this game. It follows the Young Justice in between seasons 1 and 2, so we get to understand the death of Tula, we get to understand why Cal left Young Justice. It answers a few pieces and introduces a few new characters that suddenly appeared out of nowhere in later seasons. And that's not the only game I plan on playing. I plan on playing a whole bunch of different fandom games. I think the next one that I might try playing is an old GameCube game of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's a whole bunch of these different games out there for various different fandoms that a lot of people don't know about or have never gotten a chance to play or never gotten a chance to see. So I'm interested in finding them and playing them and let people experience the story along with me. But recently I was digging through the various boxes that I have laying around my place because I'm still unpacking from my move. As you can see, my background is still not completely together. I have put up shelves, but I have not dug out any of my collectibles yet, which I really want to do because I kind of miss having Nightwing and all of the Teen Titans in the background. But I did find some comics that I had ordered before moving, I think, and I just misplaced them in the move, and I found them still sealed in their packages and when I dug them out. So one of the things I found was, hey, look at this! Young Justice. This is the second book in the series. It follows the early missions of the Young Justice. It's in between seasons, it fills in some of the blanks and stuff like that. I do have part 1 up there. There are 2 other parts. Or you could have collected the individual comics, which I did not. I will say that I'm a collector, okay? I like collecting things, I like having the physical copy of things. That's why I have 1,000,001 DVDs and Blu-rays and comics and manga and books and everything of the sort, is I just like having that physical connection. But I also don't collect individual comics because they're so flimsy. They seem like they're gonna fall apart at any moment, and I know that, like, in the collecting world, like, individual comic is the way to go, but I like revisiting my comics. I like being able to sit down and actually read them, and if I'm always worried about damaging them, then I don't want the individual ones. I might occasionally buy 1 or 2 here and there, depending on the issue, if something important happened, if it's something super interesting to me. Like, I do own a copy of the Pride variant of Nightwing from last year. So yeah, Young Justice. Another thing I found was Batman Urban Legends. Yes, this is the series where Tim has a boyfriend. He is considered bisexual at this point, though I don't think Tim himself has actually figured out his own sexuality. It's something that they're still working on. But I enjoy anything that deals with the Bat family in general, as most of you already know, including the Bat family comic, like the online webtoon. I hope they do a print of that at some point and not just online, because I would love to have a physical copy just like this series as well. And the other one I found was Robin. Now, everybody knows I'm a huge Robin fan. My favorite Robin, of course, is always Dick Grayson and will always be Dick Grayson, but my second favorite Robin is Damian, and that's because, well, Damian is just I can't say he's a joy. He's a little terror, and I love him for it. But he is also the only Robin that Dick sort of passed on the title to himself. He was the one that made Damian Robin when he was Batman. So I enjoyed the journey that Damian has gone on. He has grown so much as a character and as a person, and I love just seeing where he's going these days. Another thing that I found, actually I didn't find these, I recently bought these and I thought I'd bring them up because I don't often talk about manga, but I found this manga and I really enjoyed it. It's called My Love Mix-Up. It's actually a shoujo manga. It was marketed as a shoujo manga, but it has a same-sex couple in it, which is astounding. Like, for a mainstream manga in Japan to have a BL romance in it is not very common. It's super exciting to see some of the progress that they're making. And this is actually what I was planning on making a video about today, because I've not only read the manga, but I've also watched the TV drama. And I highly suggest both. So I think next time I make a video, I'm probably going to talk about the entire series and sort of the effect that this is sort of having on Japanese culture in general when it comes to homosexuality in Japan, because the history of homosexuality in Japan is probably not what you think it is. It's very, very complicated. And the other things, the last things I found these on sale in a game store of all places. I don't know what they were doing in a game store, which is probably why they were on sale, but I found 2 volumes of Red Hood and the Outlaws. And this is New 52. So this is when Jason Todd is hanging out with Roy Harper and Starfire. And I gotta say that this is the series where I really, really, really hate Starfire's outfits. Almost all of them. Because here she is pretty much just a sex Barbie doll, and I can't stand it. Like, I hate how comics already treat women as it is, and Starfire just seems to get like the raw end of the deal most of the time, and it's kind of disgusting and gross. But I do really like Red Hood, and I like Arsenal, and I like Starfire, even if they treat her like crap a lot of the time in the form of just, she's eye candy, and it's really, really gross. I already own the first volume, and I was just ecstatic to find 2 more of that one. So that's some of the nerdy things that are going on in my life. I also did manage to find The Dark Knight Returns 1 and 2 on Blu-ray at a used game store as well, and I'm not as big of a fan of that, but it's definitely something that I need to have in my collection because it's something that is so integral to the Batman fandom. Plus, I just love Carrie Kelly. And the same day, I also managed to find a collector's edition of Resident Evil 5. Definitely not one of my favorite Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 4 is still my favorite game, and I'm really hoping that they do finish the remake of it, because I'm super excited to see what they're going to do with it, to see how that game was already so innovative in and of itself. Like, how are they going to build upon that and make it something better, or are they going to completely destroy it, which I hope not, but we all know that I love Leon S. Kennedy, and I just want another game with him. So that's everything nerdy and geeky in my life. You probably don't care, but I like rambling about the things that I like, so hopefully somebody listened. Even if you didn't, oh well. Gave me something to do, gave me a chill day, let me relax a bit. I'm probably gonna go take a nap right now because I honestly feel like something is trying to punch its way out of my uterus. After that, maybe I will come back and try and decorate my office a bit. That seems like a calm thing to do that's not going to take a whole lot of energy. It's just pulling out my collectibles and putting them on the shelf. And maybe I'll film it so you can watch the rebuilding of my little world here. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great time. summer is starting to come, and just thanks for hanging out. Bye guys!